Hello and welcome to this video, which will be reacting to France's song for Eurovision 2025.
A disclaimer. Israel shouldn't be allowed to participate at the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. The shortest and simplest reason being that I find the actions of the Israeli government to be abhorrent and their broadcaster isn't a separate entity. My reasons in their entirety, however, are numerous and too detailed for a disclaimer like this, but videos closely aligning with my point of view are listed in the description. I encourage you to watch those videos and do something. Further resources are added as and when they become relevant. I'll stop addressing this when it no longer needs to be addressed.
I am going in completely blind to this reaction. I haven't seen any news about it. I don't know what the song's called yet. My best guess is Maman, because of the voice note that Louane posted today and the heavy focus she's put on this being important to her mum and to her daughter. Well, it being important to Louane because of those two people. So I imagine Maman or something along those lines, but I literally don't know. A lot of people are saying this could be our winner of the season. Could be. I don't know yet. I think the staging will prove a lot, and quite frankly, Louane has said that this staging, or maybe not necessarily Louane, it has been said that this staging at Stade de France isn't going to be anywhere near her Eurovision staging, so I'm not even sure that we can really react to that. That's more or less everything that I've got to say. Louane's a big artist in lots of Europe, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to pull it off vocally. Overtime at the rugby in France, so it's taking a little while. I started this 10 minutes late to think that I can get away with reacting to it right away, but no. Okay, I'm gonna come back once the song does actually start. It's literally only been like a minute and the song is starting now. Drums. That is indeed very different. Oh, I like the violin coming in, plucking. I can also see why this will be very different to her Eurovision staging. So many people is absolutely impossible. Very, very pretty opening. And I think a pretty classical type of opening for big sports events. Is she up in the air? I'm trying to both understand the song and react, but flying is usually not allowed at Eurovision. I like the little beat coming in. She's singing wonderfully so far. Now it's me who's being called Mum. Maman. I think this song is called Maman. I think I was right. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to understand it. I think I have to make peace that I'm not gonna understand the whole song. Dress is pretty. Whoa, those fireworks. It doesn't really match the song for that explosion, but like, it looks very impressive. It's pretty catchy, pretty catchy. Oh, the song is called Maman, I was right! That was an official chat from the Eurovision Song Contest channel. Good build. I like this. that explosion made a little bit more sense. I'm really impressed with myself for getting the most important lyric of the song, potentially, immediately. It does get a little bit repetitive. Are we going to get another change up, or is this the end? Okay, a little bit of a change up. Very pretty. Wonderful big note. Oh, and from her daughter at the end. That's so sweet. Oh, a little heart. Wow. Merci, Louane. Okay, that was Maman by Louane. France's song for Eurovision 2025. Okay, alright. I have a lot of thoughts. First of all, not quite as spectacular as I was expecting. Second of all, this was not the final staging, and the staging has an impressively large impact on my overall thoughts on the song and how it places at Eurovision. So I'm still calling this a potential winner. I expect there'll be a lot of people who don't, because it's not fancy enough or not over the top enough. I don't know, but I think it's obviously so heartfelt for the 3 generations of the lyrics, I guess, and it's also sung perfectly. I don't think Louane missed any notes in that. Obviously that was the first time I've ever heard the song, so I don't know what it's meant to sound like, but that sounded fantastic, so I think it was perfect. And Louane has a lot of experience performing as well, so regardless of the staging is, almost entirely regardless of what the staging is, she'll probably be able to pull it off live perfectly still, with the emotions that need to be transmitted into the camera. Obviously it doesn't need to qualify because it's France, big 5, but I think this is competing for the top 10 at the very least in the final. Depending on the staging, it could be in the conversation to win, but I don't know if it will be. Also, interestingly, I've had to come back to filming because I was trying to save the performance in order to have something to put into this video, and it's been pulled seemingly immediately. I hope it goes back up before I put my video up, but it's just gone. I was able to find it unlisted on Louane's channel still, but it was pulled immediately. There was a premiere and then it was pulled, which is interesting. France was the first country to release their song last year as a surprise. They announced it the same day, November 8th. Oh, we're going to release our song later today. Sleep on, mon amour. And then this year they are the last country to release their song. I wonder if they had any kind of discussion with Georgia to be like, hey, can you guys like release your song today? Yesterday, Friday, the 14th of March, so that we can be the last ones to release our song, because that's pretty cool if we were the first last year and last this year. I have no idea if they've got that kind of influence or if those kind of talks are even allowed to happen between delegations, but maybe, who knows. If you're wondering why there's no reaction to Georgia's song on my channel, that's because the singer is pro-Russian and anti-queer people, and I do not want to be giving her a platform. This is my channel, so I'm allowed to do what I want. If you're upset by that, go find another reaction video to watch. There are plenty of them on YouTube. And if I am wrong about her political stances, I apologise, and I'll cut this part out of this video if I ever find out that I am wrong about that, but I found it from enough reputable sources that I think it's true. Back to Louane and Maman. I feel very smug that I figured out the song title before it was officially announced. I mean, to be fair, Louane did release that voice note as a teaser, so it wasn't exactly the most difficult puzzle in the world. But still, I got the hint. What kind of staging could this go for? The basic idea would be obviously photos. I don't think Louane's going to go for the basic idea. She's got too much experience for that. I don't know what she's going to go for though. I genuinely don't know. Could it be something very, very classy, simple, minimalistic, but still very, very effective, like Voila? Could it be some interpretive dance kind of situation happening behind her. I don't know. Truly don't know. The dress was pretty, could be okay at Eurovision, but doesn't really stand out much. Yes, it's glittery, but within Eurovision, that's pretty normal. So maybe there's something else that she could have. Maybe some kind of dress that's a callback to her mum. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's a sequined version of her wedding dress. I have no idea. I do not know that kind of context, but something like that could be nice if Louane is willing to have that very, very personal touch up on stage. That could be the thing that seals the deal if it's made clear in some way. That could be the thing that makes a lot of people vote for it. Who knows? Do I think this could win? Yes, I do. I'm not as convinced as I thought I'd be after this first listen. But there's many factors that could still change this song. Louane's vocals are going to stay the same, and that's brilliant because she can sing it really well. But the very orchestral instrumentation could be different at Eurovision. This could just be because the presentation was at Stade de France. I don't know. The performance will obviously be very different. That's been said before. They've made it clear, and it's also literally impossible to do that performance at Eurovision. First of all, because of the 6 people rule. Second of all, because you're not really allowed to fly at Eurovision. There's some clever workaround things that you can do, but flying is not really allowed. There's a lot of people flying this year. Clement, Erika, maybe other people. I don't know if they're all going to have to change it or if Basil is going to somehow come up with a way to make it work. Then Louane could maybe fly as well. Who knows? Justina is also flying. I'm sure there's other people that I'm still forgetting. Melody starts off flying in her Benidorm Fest performance. There's a lot of people flying this year. But isn't it exciting that the class of 2025 is now complete? We've got all 37 songs. For me, it's 34. And that's so exciting. The season is really in full swing. 9 weeks away from the grand final. The whole thing will be over in 9 weeks. That's crazy to think about. So I think Maman by Louane could win. Am I sure about that? No. I think it is very heavily staging dependent. The song alone isn't convincing me, but it has winner qualities of being performed fantastically, having personal meaning, and being really, really well composed. So it could, if everything else goes well, if it's placed well, because if it's placed next to Voyage, for example, those two will kind of just meld into each other in most casuals' brains, I imagine, unless the stagings are very, very different. So a lot of things need to go right, but it could win. I quite enjoy the song. As far as ballads go, it's a very, really, really nice one. I really enjoy violins in all songs. So if those are kept for the Eurovision version of the song as well, fantastic. That means it'll get a lot of points from me for that. But yeah, overall, I think France will do very, very well. Probably punching up for the top 10, unless the staging really falls flat. Potentially vying for the win if everything does go right. But I'm not completely convinced immediately. And that's my first reaction to a song for the 2025 Eurovision season. I might still make videos about the revamps, but I've been holding off to make sure that I get all of my first reactions out first, and I haven't really listened to the revamps yet either, so we'll see what happens about that. I didn't forget about my Eurovision scoreboard. I just knew there wouldn't be anything to react to immediately after having learned that from a few other videos. France has entered in 6th on my Eurovision scoreboard, pretty comfortably, quite a little distance between 5th and 7th, so not as high as I expected it to. Maybe once people start listening to the studio version, it might go up a little bit. Maybe just because people were expecting so much, it isn't going up as high. We'll have to wait and see what happens. That is everything that I've got to say about Louane's Maman, France's song for Eurovision 2025. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Could this win? Are you enjoying it? Do you think it will be very, very different for Eurovision? Or will the instrumentation stay kind of similar? What's your thoughts? Please let me know down in the comments below, and please remember to literally like the video if you liked watching it, and share it with someone else who you think might enjoy watching the video as well. If you'd like to, subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision 2025 and beyond content. But thank you ever so much just for watching the video itself, though. That's a great help as it is. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. That got something out of it. I'll see you next time. That shows up on your feed. Bye! Robin. You are being too cute.